favorite social media program, The Buzz. I am Rose Blossom Moy. Of course, I have two amazing guests. Okay, we have a one-time guest, first time in the building joining us. He's a fashion designer, and trust me, I've seen his works. Ooh, they are amazing. So I'm going to do the honors first of introducing him first before our very special and regular guest. There are a lot of things to say today. Hopefully we're able to cover everything. But I want you to know first, before introducing the guest, I want you to know that you can actually subscribe and like our YouTube channels at Galaxy TV News, Galaxy TV Comedy, Galaxy TV Entertainment, and we have TV Vibes. We also have an app on Google Play Store and Apple Play Store, so you can go there and download the app. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to introduce Mark. Mark. You know what? When it said his name is Mark, I was like, is he Mark like Mark Angel, or is he the M-A-R Mark in the Bible, or is it Mark? But when I saw the spelling, I was like, M-A. Okay, that's Mark. So first, yes, we have Mark, and we know that Mark is a fashion designer. His real name is Moses Agosu, right? Agosu.
Yes.
What tribe is that?
Egu.
Egu, really? Can you speak your language?
At all.
So it's like my parents told me I'm from Egu. But have you been there?
Yeah, a few times.
Few times. Okay. So yes, Mark is a fashion entrepreneur. He is the founder and creative director of Mark, and of course he is a globe. It's good to have on the show. Welcome. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, and it's stoked to be here. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. I hope it wasn't difficult getting down to the studio.
Not at all.
Not at all. Oh, I think so, because by the time I gave you the address, I was like, can he actually make it before? I was shocked when you actually came before time. Anyways, yes, we have our very special guest who has always been here. Is more like a ride or die for Friday. My ride or die, not your. Okay, everybody's ride or die. Let me not be selfish. We have Arinze, who is the CEO of A&A Drinks, and of course is the convener and CEO, let me use that word, of Urban Party Organic Fest. And now he's also going to be the convener of Sip and Paint. Hi, good afternoon.
My introduction, you've been to do DJ that.
The opening, whatever. Okay, the remain sound. Yes. Or probably I should try this hype thing. Would it work? No, I don't think I have that vibe. No, I'm just going to kill it.
Get it.
I will kill it. I'll kill it. Okay, so we have some trending stories, and as much as possible, I'll try to be very fast about it. Now, the first one is, we know, which I'm have to do, because in case we cannot take every other one, is a star has won the Best African Act at Mobile Awards, and it was beautiful, was amazing. In fact, it's like a double celebration, because she is the first woman in 16 years to win the Best African Act at Mobile Awards. So she beats Beyonce to it, she beat Nicki Minaj, and so many others. So I'm just going to read a little bit. Now, it's a double celebration for Nigerian Afrobeat singer Ira Star, as she makes history in Africa. Marvin Singer has won the Best African Music category at the just concluded 2025 Mobile Awards held in Newcastle, making her the first woman in 16 years to win the award. Now, to clinch the award, Ira Star beat the likes of Ashake, Thames, South Africa's Tyler, and to add to it, she also took home the Best International Music Act Award at the ceremony, beating Beyonce, Kendrick Lamar, Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion, Thames, and Lato. And of course, in her acceptance speech, Ira Star, who was emotional, noted how this is our first mobile award, and she expressed gratitude to her team and those who supported her. So we have a video, stating this fact. So let's play that video where she was shocked when they called her for the award, and of course where she made her speech. Let's watch this. We'll be right back to the studio. Stay with us. All right, welcome back. Now, congratulations to Ira Star. I could see when they called that act for the second one, she was so excited. And not this excitement is now different. It's like, oh yeah, I'm the one.
She's used to that.
Yeah, she's used to, because the first time she was shocked, the way she stood up and everything, but now she feels very confident of herself. Now, another thing that's trending is this video. I just saw it this morning, and that was an interview by Chude Jidon, where he interviewed Wunmi, that is Mohbad's wife. okay, late Mohbad's wife, of course, would I even say wife? Yeah, let's put it as wife, where she actually came out with some facts, is the father who has been doing all the interviews and saying this and saying that, even about the DNA and everything. But now she granted interview. This is like the first time she's coming out to grant an interview and to speak on the matter about the DNA and the child. So just for information and for us to know exactly what is going on, yes, they say there's always a two sides to a story. So we heard from one part, we have to hear from the other one. So let's quickly watch the video where Wunmi was actually stating our own facts and the side of the whole story. So we'll be right back to the studio to react to that. Stay with us. Yeah. Wow. Well, Arinze, you heard it. What's your reaction to this? The only part that took me out is fine. Maybe you don't want the result to be out because you somehow within you feel like that is the truth. Liam is your grandson, but you do not want to accept it. But the other part where you say do not sue me is more like put your hands behind your back and handcuff yourself and don't say nothing. That's what I feel after so much she's gone through, which trust me, it's almost impossible. I do not agree to that. But what's your take, Arinze?
Mohbad's, this Mohbad's life story, Mohbad's father, it has been like lingering for a very long time. I didn't really get, I saw this video online, but I didn't pay much
attention to it.
So, but what I got from what we saw now was that she said the father, she signed like a document asking her not to do a DNA, not to disclose the results.
Yeah, like if she has to, before they were actually making sure, more like forcing her, but with the social media, that she has to do the DNA. Yeah. But it was looking like to us from the outside that she was refusing. Yeah. But now she's saying she did not even refuse, that she later said, okay, let's do the DNA. But now they were coming with different terms and conditions if they have to conduct that DNA. So it has to be a secret, whatever the result is, and he cannot be sued. But so right now, the only at first we're hearing is the hospital. You wanted this hospital, that hospital, and she was like, no, we cannot pick your hospital or our hospital. It has to be somebody who will pick the kind of hospital that would do it. So there's just so much.
The thing is, about it. The most important thing in this life, there is always an chance. No matter anything they do, no less than kill you.
Anyways, I do not know. I think Mohbad's father should just respond to this. Now she's coming out. I'm certain. Yeah. Trust Mohbad's father. Before Sunday, he would have granted 1 or 2 interviews, and he's going to say his own side of the story. Anyway,
but the DNA, have they done it?
They've not. That's the thing. There's a condition, a terms and condition to she conducting that DNA at whatever clinic they said they should do it. So that term and condition is what she's not conditioning to, and she's not determined to. So she's just coming out to state her own facts so that people will know exactly what is going on right now. So the people will understand that she's not the one refusing not to take it. Anyways, let's go back 20 years. Like 20 years backwards. Let's play a music, and this one is from Two Face. I don't even know why I'm playing Two Face. Well, it's True Love. That's the name of the song. Well, this is just for us to.
Nice solidarity.
Yeah, I'm kind of supporting Two Face. Yay! But Annie Dibia, obviously, I'm not supporting one part. I still know them as a couple until they have come out to say we are divorced. At that point, yeah. But this is us just saying, and there's another clause to it. Because after that, I will be conducting a proper interview to get to know Mark very well. So I don't know why I'm putting True Love first before Mark. Well, maybe Mark is fashion outfit speaks love. I do not know, but we'll get to find out right after this break, a musical break. So Shaya, please play me Two Face from 20 years ago where he sang True Love.
It's 20 years now.
Yes, 20 years. Let's play that music. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Two-Face is searching for true love. He's still searching for true love. He's found true love. He has always found true love. You understand? He's always having warm bites in his corner. In fact, aside wife and everything, he has fans. So love is always around him. All right, Mac, over to you. It's your time. So tell us why that name M-A-K, Mark. Why?
Why Mark? Well, so one thing I've always known, not necessarily always, I sort of discovered this in 2020 during one of my coaching programs with one of my coaches.
Yeah.
And that was where I got to realize that your name is your legacy.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Your name is not just a means of identification, it's what you leave to the generations to come, because when they answer that name, it holds meaning, right? It's either you give it to them as a passcode or a padlock, right? If the answer, imagine a Dangote now, for example. So his kids will walk into a room and just say, I'm a Dangote, right? Without even getting to know who they are, doors open to them. So I chose to use my own names, my own abbreviative, because I would like to pass that down. Right. And then, I wanted to build the name. Let me just put it that way.
Right.
Yeah, to build my own name. And so that it serves as an asset to the future generation.
Like when people say, I'm from the Mark dynasty, people are like, oh really? You're from the Mark dynasty? Well, I understand that part. So, I learned you went into business administration, right, in school. So, of course, it's not far-fetched from being an entrepreneur. But why fashion? What's the take? What's the drive? What's the passion for it?
Okay, so I was born into the fashion space practically. Like my dad has been doing that for more than 40 years.
Really?
He's been a garment producer, tailoring for brands and corporate organizations across the country. And I was just born into that place, really. So it's something I've always seen ever since I was a kid. So I took it up when I was 9, and I just started to play around with it and make my own clothes. Then I started to commercialize it when I was 17, and that was how I I paid my uni tuitions and everything.
Yourself?
Yes.
Oh, amazing.
All right. And that's how I got into it. But then why did I choose to continue it? Because I mean, there's always the fact that why you start something is not always the reason why you'll be there, right? Even why I'm doing it now wouldn't necessarily be the reason why I'll be doing it in the next 5-10 years. Okay. It will always change. So why I went ahead with it was this, because I'm multi-talented, right? I do a number of things from fashion to art, sports, teaching, everything. I even designed building models at some point in my life. So
really,
yeah. So when it was now time to decide which one I'm going to do, because being multi-talented is like having multiple keys to a door, and the door is success, right? So which one are you going to pick? And then that was also something I learned during one of my coaching programs again in that same 2020. And I asked the question. And I said, I have multiple talents. I like everything, and I don't seem to know which one to go for. And he just gave me a formula. I said, find the one that is easiest to start and also has a high economical efficiency. So I looked at what I have within my grasp. My dad has a garment factory. Entering and starting this will be very easy. And the fashion industry is also growing at scale. So I just said, do this. And then I continued with it.
Okay, so I noticed you also do more like mixing the Western with the fashion African print. Is that what your father too was also doing?
No. So
okay, you dived into that part.
Yeah, I decided to build a brand, do brand products. Okay. My dad is what you would call a tailor. So what he does is he tailors for different brands, different corporate organizations, even the political parties during their political campaigns, right? The marketing merchandise majorly. So that's what he specializes in. Okay. I just took up the branding aspect and said I wanted to build a brand, build products and stuff like that. And the underlying idea behind this is to give the world a taste of different things in one. Because as a kid, when you're a child, your parents are always like, don't do this, don't go here, don't go there. Always like, even if you don't like this thing, I see it and there's a fact about it that actually meets my eye and I really want it. So I've known that as a kid, I've always wanted a taste of different things. Right. So when people are coming to me to tell me about someone, I don't like to hear about someone from you.
You prefer to, meet them with the person. Yeah.
All right. Because if I'm hearing from you 9 out of 10, you like to pitch the person. They're really good or really bad.
Right, very true. So how long have you been into fashion? And aside from how long, who are your mentors? Before, usually I'll ask, who is your mentor? But some persons, I realize some of them have a lot of mentors. So who are the gods that you look at in fashion? And of course, for how long have you been doing this?
So as a brand, I've been doing this for 3 years. As a garment producer, I've been doing this for 8 years. Because I started like a garment producer, like my dad as well. I tailor for people to send, feed myself and go to school and stuff like that. Then I built my brand in 2022. What's the question again? Who are those I looked up to? As a kid, the people I saw were brands like NAC. I don't know if you know NAC Apparels. This was also one of the brands, my dad worked for some years before they, opened their own in-house, garment production space, and then, they broke out. Yeah. So those were the people I saw, and just a number of people, but I'll just say NAC was just like the highlight for it. Because I just really saw what he did, and then, I found them really, really interesting. And that was what really motivated me to say, you know what, I really want to build a brand as well. So that was someone I saw. That was just a person I saw at the time. After that, I just went into my own world, in my own bubble. So right now there is nobody you're looking at like, okay, maybe this person is nobody. Just you. So you are mentoring yourself after that one. Yeah, I'm just in my own world right now. Oh, I like that. I asked you to bring some of your products. I do not know. Did you bring any? I only came with one, and that's what's in the bag there. Okay, all right. Well, maybe when we take a musical break, we'll bring out one of his designs, so we'll see exactly what Mac does. Okay, there's this question I usually ask people, because trust me, if you're an artist, an artist, and a fashion designer, a model, however it is, there's always something. There's always a goal thing, which is either you're going for the fame or you're going for the money. So which are you going for? The fame or the money? You already said you want to build a brand. So definitely the brand will come with the fame. Definitely. Yes. So are you looking at just the fame now? Or you're also looking at the money? So you introduced me as a fashion designer. I don't introduce myself as fashion designer. Oh, really? I introduce myself as a fashion entrepreneur. That means you're looking for the money. You're looking Okay, I love that part. So we're not looking at, just the brand now. We're looking at making the money. Okay, so that's actually very nice. So because I want us to see one of the samples of what he has done. I don't know, Arinze, I'm sure you have questions, because Arinze likes fashion too. I've seen him, and all of that. So when we take this musical break, we'll come back, show you a sample of what Mac does, and of course he's going to share his handles so you can follow, you can talk to him if you want to actually have one of his attires or his fashion, statement. Let me use that word. So let's go for a musical break, and this one is from somebody you will not even believe. This is about 26 years ago. I do not know why I'm going 20 something years. I don't know why I'm going back. Please, do you have a reason why you think Blossom is going way back into time?
Well, sometimes
you just want
those
to.
Are where the contents are.
You get. Most of the time we talked about, was it not December? We were talking about oble, and like, what's the meaning of oble? I do not understand. And people will be dancing and they're scattering. Well, I have to just go back in time I really appreciate music. So let's quickly go for Jasmine Olofin featuring Adewale Ayuba to raise the roof. Let's quickly play this one. I'll be right back, of course, to show you sample of Mac Apparel, and of course we'll have a lot more questions for him. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Mac, yes, we have one of Mac's attire here. So I was saying I was going to show you guys. At first, I want to apologize for our viewers. We were supposed to do calling. I had some calls. That's when I remember, we did not do any calling or any message, because I know people want to respond to, the Mohbads story and of course other things. So here is one of Mark's design. What would you call this piece, please?
I call it the Amani top.
The Amani top.
Like A-M-A-N-I.
A-M-A-N-I. Amani top. Why is the Amani top? This is amazing. This is nice. I love the print here. Is it print or is it design? What do you call it?
Yeah, prints.
Yeah, prints. Okay. Okay, here. Mark. Okay, this is lovely. I love it. This is looking like Egyptian. What's the meaning of this?
So yeah, I mean, that's the whole point. So this comes with our recent collection. I call it the Live Again collection. Okay. And the reason why it's titled Live Again is because it's born of just the mental state I was in at the time I wanted to create this. So I thought of this, like, I know that there's always been the talk of, you know, people forfeiting their dreams to live a life lesser than what they're capable of living, and just basically everyone living in survival mode. And that has been a problem since as long as mankind.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
But hardly would you find people that, want to address that statement using fashion.
Yeah.
So I just thought to create pieces to, inspire people to live again, because what I've come to understand is we have a lot of people that are breeding, but very few people are living.
Living. Yes. My father would say a lot of people are just existing and not living. You understand? Yeah, more like that. Nobody knows who you are.
Absolutely. So that's why I decided to design stuff like this. And then the name of the piece, the symbols it carries, everything translates in one way or the other to inspire you or make you a representation of what it means to actually live again. More like when you are wearing this, you're wearing a statement. You're trying to tell somebody, okay, when you look at this, to ask you, oh, what's this? You tell them about it, tell them the interpretation, and that way,
so this is Amani, right?
Across. So the Amani actually translates to peace.
Okay.
Right, and that's what I'm trying to communicate there is that just the level of peace that comes with deciding to live again, right? Because many people are just really soaked up in that chaos.
Yeah,
I'm just surviving. You go be right.
You go be everything will do alright.
Exactly.
Last.
I'll be fine. But actually, why in there, up there is the best, right? It's complete jungle right in there. So to just tell them that you can just choose to actually live again, regardless of whatever you're going through. So I usually pick out symbols that come from different parts of the world, because the essence of the brand is to give you a taste of fashion from different parts of the world. So when I look at Mark in the future, I can say that Mark can decide that, okay, we're not doing fashion again. We want to do cars, or we want to do food, or we want to do buildings. All right.
I wonder how your food will look like, actually. That would be amazing.
Exactly. Because the whole idea
everything,
that's the point. So how do we bring, the Egyptian taste, the Asian taste in such an harmonious manner that, just passes that really, outstanding statements that once you just wear, that's it. So we can always translate that in everywhere. So I picked a symbol that shares origin to both North Africa and Japan. Right? In Japan, what it symbolizes is longevity. And the longevity definitely comes with choosing to live again. Because I don't necessarily see longevity as long life. I just see it as a number of how full your life was in this number of years that you actually existed. And then to Northern Africa, what it means is a free man, freedom.
Free man, free spirit. I love this already. I was thinking it was Japan because that's how they write.
What these two things? Is it the right? Like, what is this?
It's just one.
It's just one.
The first one on top. Okay. So the other ones are basically just patterns that
just patterns. So just this one.
Yeah. So the communication is this.
Yeah.
Then other ones are.
Because once you see that, the first question that comes to your mind is that one at the top. Because it's the one that really stands out.
Yeah, stands out. It actually looks like
What is this writing called? Is it calligraphy or what?
No. So it has different names. It has different names. For Africa, most of them will say that's like hieroglyphic, all those kind of things. Yeah. It just shares origin with different parts of Africa. That was because what we have as writing now just comes with English, right? The Western culture. But how did Africans used to write before? How do we pass across messages?
That's true.
Through those symbols.
Yeah.
So they put the symbols and then they attach meanings to it.
That's true. That's very true. But this looks like Thor folk. Is it Thor? That's one from the water. What's the movie? What's that movie again? Do you know that movie?
Aquaman.
Anyways, yes, we've come to the end of the show. We can't talk. I have a lot of questions. Trust me, after seeing this, I have a lot of questions. But I'm sorry, we can't take any more questions. But it was amazingly fun having you, Mark. Thank you so much for teaching us so much. You just made me, now I'm craving for Mark food. That is MAK food. Japanese or having a French meal with an Egyptian. How would that taste? Anyway, I can't wait for that. So when you share that, please come back and tell me, Blossom, I have it. Your food is ready. I want to eat. Okay, thank you so much. We do appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And thank you, Arinze, for being on board every time we call on you. And for that question you asked, that was amazing. The write-up, where it was from.
Yeah.
You know, you like art already. So you're already on you have this, you have a lot of artists around you. So you can, you know.
No, I like it. A whole lot of, it's expressive.
Yeah.
Fashion, there's a book I read that says, what you wear has a molecule of who you are. Like, out of all the clothes in my wardrobe, there's a reason why I wore this. So that you can explain how
you feel, right? Okay, there's a reason why you want. Okay, don't worry. You will tell me behind the scenes so that they don't yank us off. You will tell me why you wore red today and why it's red. And anyway, thank you. We love you so much. My name is Rose Blossom. I'll come your way on Monday. Do have a fabulous weekend. Bye for now. Ciao, ciao.